slip past the Gators.
I think a big key in that game was it was the Tigers' playmakers offensively stepping up in big moments late in the game. They're going to need that again today. There are a lot of one-on-one matchups out there where the LSU Tigers feel like they have the advantage, and that's got to demonstrate itself in this one.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the single back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Bringing the heat. Peel off one deep down the left side. Off to the races. The 20. Touchdown Gator. Once he got some room, it was over. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do...
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Got it in the middle. It's Dozier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. LSU getting set on first and 10. Hand off from the gun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU! Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer LSU, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases.
Breaks free in the middle. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, at this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Makes the grab. It's Dozier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's good. Under fire. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the stick.
Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the time with the extra point. And he makes the extra point.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Here he comes with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd's trying to help keep him there. From the gun, the ground game. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You couldn't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense.
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know of it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Duke. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to throw. It's good. Finds his man. It's Dozier. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points out of boom.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. They're testing the right side here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On target. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To the air, it's good. The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Dozier. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
Racing down the right side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You can feel the momentum starting to swing. Stadium, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 30. Gonna run it. It's Tuggle. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
That's reeled in. It's Dozier. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. Past the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Caught in the backfield, it's Dozier. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive far.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental.
And down he goes back at the 3.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Oh, he's got a chance. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. The This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
To the air, it's good. Looking to buy time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Good completion on the outbound. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
I know I've never seen this before. The punt team on the field in the red zone. They're in scoring position. I mean, trick play's coming, right? An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Here we go. Takes the handoff. It's 4. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass. It's good. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break.
They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it down on the right side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They want that clock to run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looking for room. It's 4.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Gators sending the offense back to work.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. A strike downfield. He's loose down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Gators.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to...
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads.